She throwing left, she seeking forgiveness. She used to dance, but she went alone and started a business. Her daddy is not around, her mama is not around. I watch her climb to the top of the pole and then get sliding down. I make it rain in this bitch, I make it snow in this bitch. She tryna get
Ain't no one of us.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another tutorial. We are going to be jumping right in using our Veyes gel pads. As always, you guys already know how much I love them. Using our Veyes isolation tweezer. This has become my all-time favorite tweezer. I love that it's gold. I love that it's not heavy. I love it's good metal. And I love the fact that it has this slight 45-degree angle. It makes it easier to isolate. And as always, using my 90-degree angled tweezer. You guys already know I don't use anything else when it comes to lashing. I prefer a 90-degree angle tweezer, and I prefer my tweezer. It's just what I use. It's what I love. Mama likes what she likes. Now we're going in with Veyes extended retention glue. You guys, if you have not tried this glue, please go purchase it. And I do have a discount code for you guys, all Veyes products. You can get money off your order using their premium lashes in 0.03 and in 0.07. 0.03 for our fans and 0.07 for our wet fans. So we are doing a hybrid set today, a textured hybrid set. So that means we're going to be mixing sizes. So like I said, 0.05, 0.07, finishing off with our finishing touches with our nano mister and our super bonder, both from Veyes. Everything will be linked down below, even mapping. So I'm going in here and showing you guys really quick, just me making some fans. I am going to be using 10 to 12D fans for our fan placement for a hybrid set. You already know you're supposed to put a classic or a wet fan next to a full fan or wide narrow fan. I do like narrow fans, which means they're very thin at the base. They're not so wide out. So that's just the way I like mine. So yeah, let's just dive right in. Here's the tutorial. So we're going to be starting off again using our Veyes gel pads, placing them underneath our client's eye, trying to get as much bottom lashes as we can with these. I really like the fact that these ones are sticky, but they're not sticky enough to the point where they tug and pull. And as you see, they could just lay perfectly. They lay nicely. What I love about Veyes gel pads is, unlike other ones that I've tried, they do not dry out fast. I think that's like the #1 thing that I've noticed. And they're so much more soothing, and they're not overly fragranced. I hate overly fragranced eye patches. Like, why? They're so irritating. They make my clients cry. They make me cry when people use them on me. Like, I hate that. So I love the fact that these are not super fragrance. They don't really cause a lot of irritation, and they're very, very comfortable because I get compliments on them all the time. Every time that I use them on somebody, honestly, sometimes when I'm really, really tired the next day, I'll even just put these gel pads underneath my eyes just to kind of give me a little boost, make me wake up a little bit. But we're going with our Next Care sensitive skin tape to tape down the rest of those bottom lashes. So I've been getting these comments lately, guys. How come I'm getting these comments of how far or how close can you put the tape? Like, I'm sorry, but whoever is teaching you guys that you should only be, let me scratch. Oops, sorry, rude. You should only be putting that tape right below that waterline. If you are taping on the waterline, what is you doing? Who trained you? Why? You will end up giving your client a paper cut. This has happened to me before when people tape too close to my eyes. I do relatively have smaller rounded or almond eyes, so it's kind of hard to like get in there for me. But I'm just like, what? Girl, how do we not know this, guys? Yes, please do not tape so close to your client's eye. You will cause paper cut. You will cause discomfort. You want to be right underneath. That way you could really see those lashes and get and isolate as close as you can to that lash line without touching the skin. You know what I mean? But as close as you can, but without irritating your client. You do not want to do that. If you get a paper cut, you could cause infection, discomfort, wateriness. It's painful. Like the next day, because this has happened to me, like when you cry or when you're getting irritated, you go in the like in the shower, it burns. So yeah, please try to avoid that as much as possible. All right, guys, so when it comes to a fill, the most important thing is to remove any old eyelashes using either the banana peel method or the pop-off method. So right here, I'm showing you exactly how I do the banana peel method. So I go in, I isolate that lash that I want. I go ahead and separate the extension from the natural lash. I pull the extension towards me and I hold that natural lash taut steady, and firm. So that way I don't hurt my client. I'm not damaging that natural lash. And here you can see right here, I'm doing the pop off method, which means you grab the natural lash from the base with your isolation tweezer and you kind of just pop off the extension with your tweezer that you're using to apply the lashes. So again, right here, you'll see, go ahead, grab it by the base, use your other tweezer, just pop, boom, right off. It is the easiest one. I honestly prefer the pop off method more to the banana peel method, but that's just me. I do want to say though, I do not prime. You guys already know if you watched my retention video, I do not prime. My girls already know when they come to me, their lashes need to be washed prior to coming to their appointment. It is a part of my policy. My clients understand it. They respect it. If you want to go in and do a lash shampoo, baby, by all means, go ahead and do what you got to do. Whatever is your method. I just personally don't. I go in, I brush, I analyze, I map out, I take off any outgrown lashes, and I lash. That's just that's what works for me. This is the way I do my fills. I know it sounds so simple, but hey, it works for me. I always have really good retention. This is a 3-week fill. You obviously see that she still has a lot of lashes. So yeah, if you guys don't like that, if that doesn't work for you, that's fine. There's always going to be different methods of lashing that somebody else is going to find good to them and it's not. So this is just the way I personally like to work. And now we're just going to go right in and start lashing. Okay. So what we're going to go in and do is map out. So I'm doing a very basic soft cat eye, which means there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So we're going to start off with 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Super simple, super basic. The cool thing about it is, again, mixing textures is what's going to create a textured set. So what I'm going to do first is go ahead and go in with my narrow fans. And what I like to say is that I build my house with my bricks first before I lay down any cement, any concrete. We put furniture in it. So we're building our thickness. So I'm going to go ahead and do my fans first, and I'm going to space them out sporadically. So again, when you're doing a hybrid set, it's 1 technically classic lash and then 1 volume fan, a classic lash and the volume fan. So what I'm doing is going ahead and skipping over each lash and putting on a volume fan so that when I go back in, all I have to do is put in my wet set fan, or my wet set fans or my wet set extensions, whatever you want to call it, right next to them, giving that hybrid look with fullness. Honestly, guys, classic lashes to me is just like a prehistoric thing. I love doing wet sets, even though they kind of basically look like the exact same thing. It's easier. The lashes actually wrap around the natural lash. That is going to be my next video, by the way. I'm going to show you guys how to wrap the extension around the natural lash. As you see me here, as I'm lashing, you'll notice that I do this like little wiggle method when I place that extension on top of that natural lash. That's what I'm doing. That causes the utmost best retention ever. Everybody always asks me, how come you don't use easy fan lashes? Julia, do you recommend easy fan lashes? And the answer is no, sis, no. Run from the hills from easy fan lashes because they don't last as long. I personally love to hand make my own lashes. I love wrapping that extension around that natural lash, getting a so much better grip, thus causing my retention to be super good. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this part. You guys are just going to go ahead and watch me lash a little bit, and then I'll hop back on when I feel the need to do so.
No FaceTime. All this distance got me losing my mind. No, I need that face-to-face, no FaceTime. Spending so much time away from you just ain't right. It ain't right. Yeah, I need that face-to-face, no FaceTime. Want you on my body, not just on my mind. Want you wrapped up in me till we can unwind. Yeah, I need that face-to-face, no FaceTime. Yeah. I need you here with face-to-face, no FaceTime. I need you in my face-to-face, no FaceTime. Yeah, I got all you need. I play for keeps.
Alrighty guys, so we're back on here. So as you can see, I'm going in and I got a sticky, so we're just separating that a little bit. All you gotta do is just kind of, you know, unstick the two lashes that are next to each other. So I'm seeing here in this section as I'm lashing that I need to go ahead and use my tape to my advantage because I want to get into this section, but it's actually getting really hard for me to isolate. So what I'm gonna do is just open up that section wide, tape back the left side, and I'm also gonna tape the right side right now in the moment to kind of just help me separate those lashes. That way they're really overly exposed, they're nice and easily separated. It's just going to make it a lot easier for me to go ahead and isolate. Using tape is going to be so crucial. Like sometimes I'll be taping the most craziest ways. I'm telling you, like it'll be all the way over here, pulling the back of the skin this way. I'm even going right here and putting tape on top of the lashes because I noticed too that this section has more upright lashes. They're more very, like I need to lash those top layers instead of bottom layers for this section. So what I'm doing is gently pulling out those top layer sections so that I could go ahead and lash those ones. You have to be very careful when you do this though. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're not doing it properly, if you're not taking your time, you will probably tug on a lash and you might cause a little bit of, you know, pain a little bit. You know, I'd be tugging and pulling on a lash, so you don't want to do that. So be very, very careful when you do this. Again, going in and seeing if I need to remove any lashes that just don't belong there. They're twisting or turning. Again, placing down some volume fans, and then I'll go in and probably put in some classics or some wet fans next to it, just to go ahead and give me my shape that I need, place it where it needs to be. Also, when I'm lashing, I'm following my section. So still right here, I'm in my 12 millimeters. So I need to make sure I'm still placing my 12 length lashes right here in this section. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep lashing, jump right on when I need to. Alrighty guys, here is the finished and final product. I went in and did the left eye and completed the set. Same thing, following the mapping. I didn't map the other eye because honestly guys, I could really visually see where I need to place my lashes. It's just something that you kind of learn to adapt to the more that you lash. So yeah, we completed the set. As you can see, the texture peeping through, you can see that dark lash line peeping through, and now we're just going to go in and do our finishing touches. Again, applying our nano mister for only like a couple of seconds. I probably do this for about 4 to 5 seconds. I just mist over my client's face a little bit. I did make sure though that I did dry those lashes prior to doing this. Okay, you got to make sure that those lashes are nice and dry before you nano mist. because you don't want to shock cure the glue, thus causing bad retention, okay? Going in and after you nano mist and you're drying, just brushing through those lashes, making sure you have no stickies, making sure everything looks good, everything is set properly, everything is placed properly. If a fan came off, if there's a gap that you need to cover, you know, always use this time to either clean up as well or to just over analyze your set. There's something I take pride on is making sure that my clients love their lashes when they're done. So taking off our tape, using our going in with our isolation tweezer, I like doing this instead. And as you can see, these gel patches just make it so much easier for you to take off that tape. There's no tugging, there's no pulling, I'm not hurting my client. I always remove the top layer of tape first and then go ahead and just sweep away. And as you can see, it just glides right off. Look at that. I just love the way it looks underneath the eyes. It looks like it's supple, it's hydrated. I absolutely love it. But yeah, this is the final and complete set, you guys. I really hope that you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you do recreate this look. Tag me on my Instagram at lashaesthetics. I'll go ahead and put it in the description box down below as well as right here on the screen. Follow me. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video. I love you guys so much and can't thank you guys enough for your constant love and support for me. I really hope you guys love this set, and I'll see you guys in my next one.